My head and my heart knows it's the holidays, but my body doesn't care because I have lymphocytic colitis. Hi there, welcome to my chronic illness journey episode 8. My name is Shay McIntosh Ford and I live in Tulsa with my husband, our 2 boys, and our puppy. I was diagnosed with lymphocytic colitis last April following my bout with COVID-19. This is a vlog about how the colitis affects my day-to-day life. I record what I eat and when, and I drink only water, bone broth, and I'm starting to phase out coffee. Though, as you will see, I do drink an occasional glass of wine for pain. And because colitis is an irritable bowel disease, I also talk about when I go to the bathroom, because it can be more than once a day, and not to pee. When I do have a bad trip to the bathroom, I take a store brand, Target brand Imodium, because it's gluten-free, and the Target brand Pepto-Bismol, which I find kind of sweet, so it becomes a dessert every time I take it. Because one of the things about colitis is you can never have dessert. At least I can't. Sugar triggers the symptoms. Primarily, diet definitely matters, and I'm trying to find out what works for me. And if you suffer from colitis, I hope that anything I do here might help you. And with that said, here is my week. Good morning. It is Sunday, and so that means liver for breakfast. My one lone little cup of coffee. It's better than no coffee at all. I'm feeling great today. No issues. I didn't need any wine last night, which is good because I didn't have any. Hopefully the lack of coffee will help, which is not a popular notion, I know that. No issues today. Didn't have to go to the bathroom. No bowel movements, I should say. I obviously had to pee because I drank lots of water and broth, but I am going to eat a second meal today. This is the ground bison with the beef bone broth bits. After this, I have one left. I have a beef tongue thawing out in the refrigerator for a possible second meal tomorrow. If not, then Tuesday. I have to start thinking about my plans leading up to Christmas because we're going to be traveling to my in-laws for Christmas, and I have to bring my own food. It's a toss-up between a roast, an arm roast, and beef heart, but I'm leaning toward beef heart. Good morning. I have my last serving of the bison with the bone broth bits, so that's what's in here. If I'm hungry enough for a second meal, I've got a beef tongue thawing out over there. And of course, I got my coffee, my one lonely little cup. I'm feeling okay. A little crampy last night, but I haven't had any issues. No BMs yet. I have to go back through. I can't remember when the last time I had a BM. I think it was Saturday, and now it's Monday. I accidentally left a bone in. Sometimes that happens. You get these little tiny pieces that come off. Chew carefully. Actually, you hardly chew at all because it's all ground meat and little bits of fat. So I don't have a problem breaking my teeth or anything on the bones. We just take them out. I just had a BM. It was almost normal, so I'm gonna skip these today. I think it was the coffee. I think that's been my culprit. Maybe I can just keep the one cup. We'll see what happens. I might, I don't know. I can't make up my mind because I love my coffee so much. So it's getting close to bedtime. I decided not to make the tongue tonight. I'll just make that tomorrow. By the time I started feeling hungry, it got really late. I mean, not really late, like I would have eaten at that point, but it takes about an hour and a half to cook tongue because you have to, it's that 2-step process where you cook it in the Instant Pot and then slice it and fry it up. So I'll just wait and make it tomorrow. Still feeling pretty good. No other bowel movements other than the one earlier today. I am a little crampy, feeling a little nauseous actually, so I may end up taking a bismuth tablet just for the nausea, but it's not that bad yet. It was kind of a busy day. At the very last minute, buy Christmas presents for a Christmas party for our boys' scout crew. I don't know why they can't tell me these things earlier. I ended up waiting on a huge line for that, and then I remembered that I needed to go to the post office. Of course, I waited in another line. Well, that's standing around, with a lot of people. It doesn't seem like a lot, but it's very draining for me for some reason, and I think I'm just not comfortable. My belly is just not happy with that scenario. Good morning. I have my beef tongue, nice and crispy. And I've got my coffee, one lone little cup of coffee that I'm going to thoroughly enjoy. I'm feeling okay. My beef tongue is actually cooked in ghee butter this time instead of tallow, which is what I did last time, but I still don't have any tallow. I wanna see what happens when I go off the ghee butter and the coffee. Since I'm waiting until after Christmas to go off the coffee, I'd like to be off both to see what happens. And hopefully the ranch has more suet soon because I've only got the one left. I just came back from the bathroom. It was almost normal. No fake dessert today. Hopefully it stays that way. I hope this turns into I am in recovery, I am in remission. I really want to be in remission, like fully remission. I think once I get into remission, like real remission, I'm gonna try to start walking. I am a very sedentary person since this happened. I used to go on hikes with the family because, we lived in Colorado and it was beautiful. And I went on a couple of hikes after COVID. I just couldn't keep up. I can't keep up with my husband. I can't keep up with my family when we go to the mall. I'm going to try to maybe go on some walks by myself to build up some stamina, see how I do. I just cannot go fast. If I can get into remission, that's my plan. A little bit more exercise. So I had another BM this time. Again, mostly normal. I don't know if I should take anything for it because it wasn't a problem. It was just more than one a day. I think I'm not going to. I'm just going to wait and see what happens. I've had a lot of belly noise today, so I was worried that I was going to have trouble, but no, I guess my body's trying to heal. I decided to eat the rest of my beef tongue. The tongue is like too much for one meal, but it's really small when it's split into two. So when I make it in the morning, I tend to eat both servings in one day. I wasn't feeling all that great earlier. About an hour ago, it felt like my temperature was elevated, and it was like 98.9. But it was just, like feeling achy and stuff, so I don't know what that's all about. But I took a Tylenol. I had a headache, and I took a Tylenol. Well, it's not Tylenol. It's acetaminophen. It's the Target brand because it's gluten-free. Tylenol used to be gluten-free, but they can't say that anymore apparently. So I took a couple of those and I'm feeling a little better, so I'm gonna eat the rest of my beef tongue. Good morning. It's Wednesday, which means liver. I got my coffee. So far so good. I woke up at 6 this morning because I had a bowel movement. I usually wake up at 6 every morning, but I don't normally have to go first thing in the morning except to pee. And it was normal. That's why I didn't record. I figured it was too early to do a recording. I have a little bit of pain. Oh, and I think that I was feeling lousy last night because I am not used to staying up so late. When the boys are off school, hubby has a tendency to cave a little bit on bedtimes. I like them in bed at 9:30, and they always fight me when there's no school. I stayed up with them to make them go to bed. I stayed up late and then got up at 5:30, 6 o'clock the next morning, and because hubby works from our bedroom, that's where his office is. And I think just the lack of sleep just kind of set my body in a funk. But I'm feeling better today, so we're all good. Just when I thought I was going into remission. This is Auntie Annie's pretzels. I haven't had one of those in over 11 years. They used to be my favorite. I'm supposed to get the boys out of the house today to get them off the video games. And because we have N95 masks now, I was going to go ahead and take them to the mall. And as long as they didn't whine and complain about things, I was going to treat them to Auntie Annie pretzels, which is why I wanted my dessert today to be the pretzels. We're going to play our game again. Last time it was a little off the cuff. I think a better name is what made me run to the bathroom. Was it A, lack of proper sleep, B, coffee, C, ghee butter, D, fighting to get the boys off the video games, or E, any of the above? The right answer, as always, was E. Congratulations. And again. this time a candy cane. I can't even remember the last time I had one. So I'm getting ready to eat. I'm doing this on my phone because hubby has the computer. In about 5 minutes, my oxtail is going to be ready. I wasn't going to eat, but I got frustrated. I'm really bummed that I'm not going into remission. And my frustration started because I had suddenly had to run the dishwasher a second time, and that's a long story. But I'm just not having a good evening. I don't want to go to visit family for Christmas. I want to visit family, but I don't want to go. And it's all related with food. And I felt like this before Thanksgiving too. And the entire Thanksgiving visit, I basically knitted the whole time because everything revolves around food in the holidays. And I'm just frustrated right now. And I'm sick of smelling cigarettes all the time. My candle is right here. I have to hover over it all the time because it's just, I can't stop smelling cigarettes. And I'm so angry that I'm not going into remission. The cigarettes have nothing to do with the colitis. This is post-COVID, a weird post-COVID thing. But anyway, I'm getting ready to eat oxtail. Like I said, I wasn't going to eat, but after I got frustrated, I decided, you know what? I better go ahead and eat. So, not a good night. Maybe I'll feel better tomorrow. I'm still not feeling the greatest. I still don't know if I'm going to cancel Christmas on myself. I may stay here. I haven't had any other issues today. Like, I haven't had to go run to the bathroom. I haven't had a BM at all. But I also haven't eaten. Oxtail is really like a huge, like that's a lot of meat, actually. I'm actually going to have it again because if I do go to Wichita, I want to wait and cook my beef heart tomorrow morning so that I can enjoy the fresh cooked portion before we go and then have the rest of it reheat up while I'm there. But the other reason I didn't eat today is because I'm just trying to get these boys off their stupid video games. And so there was some shopping that I wanted to get done. I've managed to keep them out for 3.5 hours today, but I had to bribe them with Auntie Annie pretzels and Costco pizza. I'm just glad I didn't have any issues while we were out and about. But the only way they could earn those treats was don't stress me out. Don't complain. Let me listen to the music I want to listen to in the car. I hate their music, it's awful. I am getting ready to make my oxtail. Actually, it was still a little frozen, so I had to wait for it to thaw out. So I won't be ready to eat for another hour. But that's how I'm doing. I still haven't had my coffee. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and drink my coffee early. I'm gonna brew it right now and drink it. Now I'm ready to eat. So here's my oxtail. And it looks like a lot, but there's a lot of bone. There's still a lot of meat on there. It's not enough meat to split into 2 meals, so I just eat it all in one. I love oxtail, it's really good. I had my coffee, would have been better with meat, but it's getting really late in the day, so I just decided I needed to go ahead and drink it. You have to have coffee, but if I'm gonna have one treat a day, for now, especially after the day I had yesterday, we'll see if I cancel my Christmas or not. Technically, I'm not really canceling Christmas. I'm just gonna have Christmas by myself because I just think I need a break. And here are the bones. So yeah, it's still a lot of meat, but it's also a lot of bone. So it looks like a full plate, but that's why it took me so long to eat today. I had it last night and it's a lot of food, and so I just waited, and I was really hungry by the time I was ready to eat again. It's just that I didn't have the time to cook and eat by then, so because I was busy keeping my boys off the video games. Good morning. There's a lot of noise in the background because I'm having beef heart and it's still, the thick parts are still sizzling in the pan. But this is what I got so far. Just this little piece. I might have a little bit more. I don't know. This is a big plate, not a little one. And I got my coffee. I'm still in my PJs. I haven't taken a shower, so I got the whole hat head thing going on. Leo and the boys are still here. They haven't quite left yet for Wichita. Because I'm not going, we opened up my mom's Christmas present to us. It was for the whole family. It turns out it's a virtual reality device, so we were having a lot of fun playing with that. So they're still packing and getting ready to go, but I needed to eat, so I pop in. I'm gonna feel okay. I'm stressed out. I need to stay, and and I need some time by myself. So even the dog's going. I'll have some quiet for a little while. I can focus on getting better. Merry Christmas. Yes, I am here all by myself, and that's okay. I needed the quiet. It is time to eat. So I've got my beef heart and my ghee butter, my coffee, my Christmas coffee. I might do this. You know what? I think this might be my last cup of coffee. Because when I grind the beans, because my grinder has a minimum amount, which is equals out to 3 teacups of coffee, when you brew it, I just use the last of the last grinding. So if I grind more, that means 3 more days. I might do 3 more days. I'm gonna miss my coffee. I am okay. I'm still crampy. I did have a glass of wine last night, and I forgot to say that I had a glass of wine the night before. Depending on how I feel, I might have another one tonight. I might have one just because it's Christmas. The reason I didn't record anymore yesterday, even though I felt, I didn't say that I was feeling okay except for cramps. The reason I didn't record was because I've been having a lot of fun. Although the actual virtual reality part of it, I can't really engage in too much because it makes me nauseous. I did get to watch a couple of movies last night. I watched I wanted to watch something Christmassy, and I watched Edward Scissorhands because there's Christmas in it, and Die Hard. And it was kind of fun because when you watch Amazon Prime in virtual reality, they make it set up so that it looks like feels like you're in a theater. Like if you pause the movie, the lights come on, and you can see the ceiling of the theater, all the chairs with the cup holders. It's like you're the only one in the theater. It's really nice watching videos, even on YouTube, through the virtual reality, because it's like you've got this giant screen in front of you. It's really cool. So I've been having a lot of fun with that, but I did do a few of the virtual reality movies that were not like movies, but like little documentary type, like small segments. And the first one was with elephants, and that was really cool. I couldn't handle it after a while. My stomach didn't like that. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy my Christmas breakfast. I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas if you celebrate. If you don't, I hope you have a wonderful day. And even though you aren't going to see this until tomorrow, this is why I'm having Christmas at home. It wasn't bad though, so I'm hoping maybe I'm on the mend from this little flare. I didn't go at all yesterday, so maybe I was just due. And yes, I am stirring my broth with a knife because I've been lazy. I don't have any clean spoons, and that dishwasher debacle means I have a whole bunch of dishes to hand wash, which I don't trust my family to do properly because we ran the dishwasher 3 times and they're not coming clean. I'm gonna have to do that sometime today. I might wait till tomorrow and just hand wash as I go. So my dessert today, I'm going to call it eggnog again because I would have had multiple helpings of eggnog if I could eat it, if I could drink it this year. So this is eggnog again. Christmas dinner, beef heart and ghee butter. My usual. If my face looks a little red, like here and on my forehead, it's because I was wearing the VR goggles. I was gonna write while I was, while I had time to myself, but it's Christmas. I'm just gonna chill out. So I'm just gonna sit back and watch Dark Shadows on a big screen in the VR. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have that glass of wine. I might. If I do, I'll probably just let you know at the beginning of the next episode because I'm gonna wind up wrapping up this episode tonight and getting it started for tomorrow's posting. So I will let you know if I have my Christmas wine at the next episode. I will leave it here. I hope you've been able to celebrate the holidays properly as possible. Please don't hesitate to ask any questions in the comments below. And please don't forget to like and subscribe and ring that little bell. And I will see you next time. Bye. Sugar will trigger the symptoms. No issues today. What, puppy? Who's here? No. Okay. I might just edit all that out because it's a little long. So this little pill is my store brand Imodium, the Target brand.